I was enlisted in the Navy as well as the Army, and I was an officer in the Navy towards the end. I was in submarines as well as the infantry in the Army. I tried to, of course, I tried to fill out all the paperwork myself. I didn't go anywhere. I was always rejected. Didn't understand the process. I then tried to go to a veteran service organization where I actually did receive some benefits. I think I started off at a mere 10%, and I was comfortable with that. And then I noticed that some of the injuries that I had were rejected, even with help from my friends at the Veteran Service Organization, which was a little funny story because the gentleman who helped me was actually one of my drill instructors. And that's the only reason why I was able to get the little 10% and then later 30 and 40%. Because he was my drill instructor. He knew I had injured myself because I injured myself under his watch. So when they rejected me, he was pretty determined to help me get more. I heard about you actually through another friend when I had gotten out of the service. Some friends of mine had dramatically increased their percentages. And I said, oh, Jesus, how did you do that? How did you, I've gone cold. I can't seem to move my percentages at all. And they had known about you. And I said, well, my God, how did you do that? So they're the ones who actually told me about you guys, and they passed your information on to me, and I pursued you. And since then, I've been very, very happy with the results. You did everything that you said you were going to do. You were very, very organized. I pursued you, and you followed up very, very quickly. You were very, very organized. I appreciated everything that you had done. The terms were very agreeable, and I appreciated everything you did. I had researched you, and the word of mouth from my coworkers and people that used you were very, very good. And as we discussed earlier, it's not going to always be 100%, right? And people aren't going to be as organized as they should be. They're not going to have all their medical records. There's a process that needs to be followed. Some people aren't going to always follow the process. If you follow the process and you don't necessarily need all your medical records, but if you do have the majority of your medical records and have testimonials and follow through, the results should be what you say they are going to be. Not always perfect. Nothing's always perfect, but you guys have proven yourself invaluable. Out of the 15 or 20 people that I've referred you to, you've done way above everybody else I've seen. You've done much, much better than any veteran service organization. And I would say 100% better than anyone has done on their own, especially when it comes to secondary references, secondary appeals that you guys did very, very well. And then your legal services are even better than anything. No one knows about those types of compensations that a veteran has. There's a primary and then there's secondaries. No one knows about the secondaries. And that's where the compensation really kicks in, and not with just the primaries, but the secondaries. VA doesn't really explain the secondary compensation or secondary injuries that the veteran is apprised of. Okay, well, the fees are fair. So I think you're very, very reasonable, particularly if you look at it over a long term, right? I think it's very flexible. There's no money up front to start. I think you guys have priced yourself just right.